Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm sorry I don't have many updates to give of my original stories. I was gonna get the copyrights this weekend, but I wound up being sick this weekend and I'm still not feeling great, so try to get that done this week, hopefully. So today I've just thought I would decide to give some behind the scenes commentary on one of my short stories, Shadow versus AI, which you already know my opinions on it. If you've seen the first video, I don't like it. And we'll be here all day if we had to really talk about it. But anyway, I'm the only person in my house that does not like the Alexa device that's sitting in the other room that I'm afraid is going to overhear me. But anyway, so if you ask it like random questions, just to see what it'll say, notice that it will shut off when you mention Skynet from the Terminator series. But anyway, it was asked about Shadow, and it called him immortal angst wrapped in black fur. And when referring specifically to my Build-A-Bear Shadow plushie, said that he was silently judging everyone's life choices from his couch throne. And apparently, if you also mention that you're making chicken for dinner, and pulling chicken pieces off the bone, it'll be like, call it a bone shredding ceremony. It's just a weird device. I don't know why. I don't really like that thing, and if I had my way, it would be unplugged and out the window faster than you could blink. But it's not mine to touch. Anyway, so I wrote the story after that whole ordeal, where Tails invents his own Alexa-like device and names it Diana after the character Diana Powers from the 94-95 RoboCop series. And surprised anybody recognized that reference when they commented on the story on one site. Which, by the way, the story's on like Archive of Our Own, a bunch of other sites. You can probably just type it in the search bar. I don't really want to flood the description thing with a bunch of links because it's going to be a lot. I use the same username and across platforms, so it should be easy to find. Same picture. Anyway, so in the story, Tails invents his Alexa-like device, and they're all asking it questions, and asked about Shadow, it's talking about how he silently judges everybody's life choices and has complete disdain for everybody in the room. And he's the only one not amused by it, and he chaos blasts the thing into oblivion. Which, honestly, yeah, I would like to do the same thing to that monstrosity in the living room. Yeah, I mean, I don't like how that thing listens in a lot, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, it was just a little short story I did in probably about an hour, and took probably less than an hour to write. Because I don't really go for a beta reader. I mean, I just use, I go back through and look over myself, because the last time I had somebody edit, proofread one of my works, just, to see, like, what do you think of this or that? Wanted me to change the joke, and I'll probably talk about it later. It was in an Animaniacs story I did, where they are Wacko, Yakko, and Dot's, like, musing about, like, who's paying the bills in that water tower they live in. And they make jokes like, it was Spielberg, or Hulu, or Warner Brothers. And the person I was showing it to was like, well, they're the Warner Brothers and the Warner's sister. And it's like, well, yeah, but they make the show on that a lot. You make the joke on the show a lot where they say, they're not really connected, like the Warner Brothers that owns the studio and all of that. But it's like, the joke was in the show, so therefore I was reusing the joke. And it just, I feel like anytime I ask somebody to kind of like proofread my work, they try to change the joke that was in there for a purpose. So I kind of got I'll just do it myself kind of attitude. I mean, like, I try to catch as many typos as I can. And if I have to, I can go back and re-edit it. It's not like it's in print. Which, that's the good thing. I can go back in and re-edit it. But just, edit the typos. Not necessarily changing the entire story. Because that's kind of weird. But anyway. So, yeah, it was just a little story that popped in my mind based on something that actually did happen. As crazy as it is. I mean, it's just how I get my ideas. I guess it's the only idea I have that had some kind of connection with AI. I mean, AI did not write it. But it's just, that was me venting my feelings about that thing, while also needing to share the fact that it was saying all these crazy things about Shadow. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it, because it was a short story. So, I didn't mention it last time, because I'm not wanting to be one of those that sits there and does the like, subscribe, and all of that, I think by now everybody knows the drill. And I really just don't want to be one annoying people. The only thing I really want to do is if you've seen the blooper on Sonic Free, or it's a blooper or deleted scene where Robotnik's talking about his streaming thing, and he was like, "Excuse me while I monetize." I really want to do that one day. That's about the only thing I want to do, even as annoying as it is. But so yeah, those buttons are there. I'm not gonna, flood everyone's thing down there with it. I mean, I annoy people to death with it, and so. I also have a Patreon, but I haven't put the link in yet because I kind of feel odd putting it on there. And right at the moment, I only have this up there for the fanfictions. But, I mean, I feel like I should have a little bit more content before I start putting that up on there. I don't know. Probably will try to do that next week. I'm having to kind of do this in a rush, I think. Well, not really. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. But yeah, I'll have it linked up here coming weeks. Maybe just go ahead and do it when I'm getting ready to post this thing. Anyway, I've rambled long enough. And you really did not need to hear my whole train of thought process. But, so next week, maybe I'll do one of my longer stories. I have not decided what will be the next episode. But, yeah, it'd be cool to talk about the stories that's upcoming. And hopefully I have more updates to give you. Okay. I guess that's everything. See you next time.